Hello, hello. Hello. I am Caffeinated Saki. Full name Saki Ichiban, but you can call me Saki. Hello. This is me. Let me show you the full avatar. I have to zoom out multiple times. Too much. Hello. It is nice to officially meet you. This will be a introduction / debut video. Just going over some basic information and more. Like I said before, my name is Saki Ichiban. Age is unknown. I can't remember, it's been too long. And my birthday is December 22nd, officially. That was the day I debuted. My canon height in this current form is 159 centimeters. I have a few different forms, so this can change, but this is my general height that I choose to stay with. My race is an Arctic Fox Spirit, and my current job is the Maiden of the Moon. The languages that I speak, I'm fluent in English, and I'm still learning Japanese. And that is the basic information about me. It's a pleasure to meet you. If we want to get a bit into my lore, we'll start the biography. Alright, this is a bit of a read, so I'll go ahead and I'm going to read it with you guys. Pure, unblemished, crystalline white, as far as could be seen, as far as could be remembered, only disturbed by the unspeakable beauty of the moon dancing across the stars. Serenity. One day this view changed. No longer was she alone beneath the captivating cosmos. She found herself now gazing at an orb that offered beauty to contend with the stars around it. As her senses adjusted to the sudden change, she knew that she was still alone, but now in what appeared to be a shrine or a temple. Suddenly missing fur in several places, she appreciated the new soft attire, noticing a cold metal weight upon her head that could not be removed. She senses she could change this form should she please, yet it felt more natural than anything she could recall. Her senses were now unrivaled, and her level of understanding continuously grew while she peered down at the life forms on the orb. A new instinct directed a growing sense of purpose, shared the serenity enjoyed for time unknown. Her wish to interact with these life forms, to peer into different orbs throughout the cosmos together, manifested into a crystalline obelisk, thus beginning her VTuber activities to explore the cosmos and share blessings of serenity with every soul she encounters. So that is my official backstory. That is how I came into being. I was alone for a long time in the snow, and now I'm on the moon. And I hope that we can all explore the cosmos together. It'll be a lot of fun. Alright. So that's the biography. And now let's get on to some other things like likes and dislikes. I have a lot of general likes. video games, anime. I'm a fan of Japan, just in general, everything about it. I'm a fan. Food, music, like just all kinds of music. There's not too much that I'm very picky with. Technology, art, cold weather, and the sight of the northern lights dancing with the moon. There's also another one that I forgot to put on here, but manners. It's part of one of the things that I love about Japanese culture is just how manners are so thoroughly instilled into everyone, and I think the whole world would be better off if everyone could be like that. And now some dislikes. I hate's a strong word, but I hate to lose. And I dislike the heat, strong odors, nothing that offends my nostrils. I simply can't tolerate it. I prefer pleasant smells. I love candles and incense and things of that sort. Emotional conflict, or just kind of conflict in general. It's just not fun for anybody, I don't think. Vegetables, I'm not a big vegetable eater. I like pastas and things of that sort, sugary cereals, everything I shouldn't eat. I think it's all very delicious, especially just meat, like meat and potatoes. I think that's a good diet. And I don't like bugs. Bugs are terrible, definitely. I don't like them. I'm glad that I'm on the moon and I don't have to deal with them that much, but every time I see images of them, or you're playing the games and they make it sound like they're crawling on you, oh, I can't do it. It's terrible. Alright. And I did this a bit out of order, but to get a bit deeper into the likes, I have some specific games and anime that have really stuck with me that I'd like to share. So for games, some highlights would be Kingdom Hearts. Just the entire series is my favorite from beginning to end. I still have to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I plan to do that on a stream, so that will be a fun adventure. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it, but I'm excited to see it for myself. Pokemon, it's something from my childhood, or at least what I think is my childhood. I've lived many lives as a spirit, but Pokemon's been around for a very long time, and I'm very fond of the universe created. I always end up playing the generations as they come out. I still have to play Pokemon Sword, and I'll probably do that on the Switch as well. Breath of the Wild was a great game, and I love the art style. It kind of fed into Genshin Impact a bit, like my like of that, I think, because I find Genshin Impact to be a lot like Breath of the Wild, just in terms of the open world aspect, how you interact with it, as well as the cel-shaded look, which I think is really great. And they do amazing character design. I mean, can we talk about Lisa? We all know about Lisa. But a game that used to be near and dear to my heart, it still is, but I can't play it anymore. I hope to someday be able to play it again before it dies out. But Guild Wars 2, I think that's a fun game. It's a great RPG, MMORPG. I think it's still going. There's a lot of expansions out for it, but I haven't been able to check in on it in a while. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer that can handle it anymore. And these last two games are also MMORPGs here. Black Desert Online, I've been playing a lot on the console. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. Right now we're leveling up the Nova class. She was introduced new just before 2021. Not to date this or anything too much, but still having fun with that and going through the classes. And there's some events there with leveling up the new classes. And then Final Fantasy XIV, or Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It's a lot of fun. I keep saying like these games are just fun. I don't really want to spoil too much, but Final Fantasy 14, it stays true to that Final Fantasy like story guided method. Despite being an MMORPG, it doesn't lose that strong story focus that Final Fantasy games are known for, and it manages to like put your character in these cutscenes and really make you feel a part of the story. And it is a game that I hope I can pick back up again and stream with everyone. I think that'll be a lot of fun. But those are some games that have affected me, I guess, my growth, my likes. And now some animes. Wow. It was very hard to choose just a few. These are just the ones I can remember. I've seen a lot of anime, played a lot of games, so it's very hard. I get them all mixed up in my memory, and it's very hard to keep them all sorted. But I have to say my favorite anime of all time is D. Gray Man. It's superb. It's cut short, like a lot of anime are nowadays. So unfortunately, if you want to like finish the story, you have to read it in the manga, which I kind of fell behind on. I actually need to catch up on, but still hands down the best anime I've ever seen. One of the best stories with the best characters, character development. It's it's amazing. Fairy Tail is a close second. Just something about it, the characters, the story, I love it. The world, mages, the guilds, it's so, I don't want to say stereotypical of like a like an MMO world, but I guess it just really rang true and resonated, and MMORPGs are like my favorite, and so I guess the anime kind of just reminded me of that world and that life. Sorry, my mouth is getting a bit dry. And then, I'm so excited because this is getting a season 2 just now. But that time I got reincarnated as a slime is such a fun, it is an isekai, but honestly, they developed the world, I feel like, beyond normal isekais, where they kind of stop and leave it a bit abruptly. But this one, they really flesh it out. You really get to see the inner workings of it. And I'm so excited to see what they do with season 2. The first few episodes are out, but I haven't caught up yet. And then a lot of people have different opinions on this, but Sword Art Online, I think it's great. The whole, virtual VR MMOs, like, what a dream. Obviously not a dream in that scenario, but hopefully that won't happen when we get to that point. But a lot of people say it's kind of a trashy anime, but I don't know, I think it's great, and especially their latest kind of seasons with the Alicization but with Alice and the new world and everything that happened with all of that was very interesting. I am excited to see them go back to that world. I do think it's a shame that we didn't get to see like any of the 200 years that Asuna and Kirito, minor spoilers, spent there as like king and queen essentially, although we get more of a knight vibe from Kirito there at the end. But I'm very excited to see how that progresses as well. And this next one is kind of a childhood classic for me, but I've seen the Dragon Ball series for forever, basically. From Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, Z Kai, even GT, that happened, all the way up to Super, which was really good. I think that's the most recent. I think it's been going again, but I haven't seen it recently. I am excited to see more, but they kind of had a pretty good leave off point last time, so I feel like it might be a while before we get too many more updates with that. I feel like Full Metal Alchemist is also a classic at this point, but it was great regardless. Definitely one of the ones that stuck with me. Naruto Shippuden. I've never actually finished. I still need to finish it. I left off in the Great Ninja War, and I mean, I've kind of had it spoiled though, seeing as there's like the Boruto series now, which I haven't picked up on yet. I will finish the Shippuden eventually, and then get to the Boruto. That's my that's my long future plan, at least. Bleach, I also never finished. I can't even really remember where I was at. I think they were having like the battle for the key in Karakura town, but yeah, that's actually really hazy. I'll probably want to get back into that one, but there's just so many new anime too at the same time that it's hard to get back into these old ones when you gotta like find your spot and everything, and there's been a lot of spoilers out for a long time, so you kind of already know what happens anyway. Kogias, also, I feel like a classic at this point. If you haven't seen it, you owe it to yourself to watch it. I feel like it's definitely a good one no matter what kind of anime fan you are. This is a newer one, but The Promised Neverland, oh, that is so good. If you're not into like a bit more of the gory stuff, it has some gory scenes, but it's not like a gory anime, I would say. Maybe I'm mistaken on that, but I think it's really good. And they're coming out with a second season here, I do believe, this winter season, so that's exciting. And last but not least, Sailor Moon / Sailor Moon Crystal, because they've rebooted the Sailor Moon series, and at least on Crunchyroll. I don't know where else it's available or if you stream it somewhere else, but the Crystal, they're up through season 3, I believe. And they're also having a big movie drop right now in Japan. I believe it's with the I can't remember for the life of me the contents of the movie specifically. But of course, they're still kind of, remaking everything from the original Sailor Moon series. There are some like twists, like they changed some points of view, I suppose, on the story a bit, and they're they're very free about it. I don't know. A lot of people have complained about it, but if you just watch it as what it is, I think it's great. Oh, right. That wraps up anime. On to consumables. Food, drinks, my favorites of those. As I said, I am a meat eater, quite a carnivore. Steak is definitely probably like top tier for me. Then sushi, sashimi. I like raw fish, typically just salmon and tuna, and it's always very filling with the rice though. Potatoes, I like potatoes whether they're baked, mashed. I can't think of too many other ways to cook them, but I'm a fan. Spinach is the only vegetable that I like for some reason, and I hear a lot of people hate it, but it's the only vegetable that tastes good, to me at least. Breads, pastries, rices, pastas, noodles, general meats, and like hams. I suppose like pork more than turkey or chicken. Something about the taste of turkey, it doesn't quite do it for me. And chicken, I'm just kind of used to having that all the time. So if I can pick, I'd rather have pork. Then, cereals. Oh, it's just so easy to make a bowl of cereal when you're hungry. Ice cream is definitely some of my favorite too. I went through a period where I had like ice cream. Oh, far too much, just far too much. It's too good. My favorite is probably the cotton candy blizzard from Dairy Queen. They have that over the summer. One of my favorite earth specialties. Then I like nuts, just kind of in general. I don't know, and I like them with chocolate normally. Pistachios, almonds, mixed nuts, peanuts, you name it, I'm in. Hot chocolate and regular chocolate. If it's chocolate, I normally like it, but I'm not a fan of too rich chocolate. I have a very plain very plain taste buds. And then coffees and frappes. I say frappes, this is more specifically towards like the Starbucks. It's a very, very bad treat that I like to get from Earth. Very delicious. Probably always not worth it. And then just regular coffee keeps me going. The name is caffeinated sake, so I do gotta earn that. Teas, normally I drink black teas. My favorite at the moment is Marco Polo. It is delicious. I do believe it's a black red tea with more of a floral, definitely more floral and fruity than most. And then Mountain Dew, oh, the sweet nectar of the mountains. It's definitely my favorite. Hands down, it's my favorite drink. I know it's terrible, and I've been trying to quit, but the sweet nectar of the mountains, it fuels me in a way nothing else can. And then my last favorite, I should say, is boba tea. I always like to get this when I go out if I can. It's definitely a specialty treat that it's just fun. and always flavorful too. It never disappoints. Unless, oh, okay, no, I've had one that disappointed. I saw a sakura flavor, and I was like, oh, I love sakuras. Those are adorable little flowers. For some reason, I bet those flowers will taste great. And so I got the sakura flavor boba tea, and it was foul. Like, I thought I plopped my straw into a bottle of perfume. It did not go the way that I hoped it would, and I got a large because I was sure it was gonna be great, and it wasn't. So always be careful when you try new things, especially if it's named after plants. All right, and now this is my mama. Oh, hold on. There we go. No. Okay, you're gonna see a bit of the layers. Okay, there we go. But I'm not gonna try to pronounce the name because I don't want to butcher it. But they have an account on Fiverr. This is the link here. And they also have a YouTube channel, which if you search Koteshi Works Studio, which that studio abbreviated to ST, it'll bring up a channel. And let me see what the exact name of that YouTube channel is. We're doing this on the fly. Hold on. Alright. Well, whoops. I didn't mean to change expressions, but I suppose that's very suitable. Alright, it's a bit gruesome of a name, but Dead X and Side Art. And you go to their channel and they post small videos showcasing the avatars that they make and some of the features to those avatars. They don't have a video showcasing mine, so you'll have to be tuning into the streams to see that. It's still a work in progress. We're still getting, there'll be a second and a third outfit, hopefully. And I have a variety of expressions that you'll be seeing as I play. Alright. But I think that she's done fantastic work. Hold on, let me turn off the... There we go. Alright, moving on from there. I'm trying to scroll and there we go, my Streamlabs, but it kept scrolling on the avatar. Okay. Sorry for the delay. It takes me a moment to navigate. Here we go. Alright, and here are some of our goals. So we want to grow our existence in the minds of all the souls on Earth. And to do that, first, we want to become an affiliate on Twitch and YouTube. This will just make it to where I can put like fun emotes in chat for people to use. We're about to hit 50 followers here on Twitch pretty soon. I'm super excited for that, and the emotes that everybody will get to use. And 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, that's pretty insane. I bet that'll be quite far down the road, but Twitch might not be. So when we do that as well, there will be a karaoke stream to celebrate hitting 50 followers on Twitch, and that will be fun when that happens, possibly a month or two out. We have 31 followers right now on Twitch, I believe. So 29? I can do math. Definitely. Alright. And hopefully next week we'll be starting doing some collaborations. I've made friends with another VTuber. Her name is Kwamori, and she's lovely. She does, so far she's done some art streams and some Genshin Impact. I highly recommend you check her out on Twitch. And I have another friend, Fear Inside. Oops. I can't remember their streaming name because I know their name, but let me find their channel name. Oh my gosh. I can't find it. Fear is Weak. I wasn't sure. I thought that might have been somebody else. But they will also, we're planning to do a collaboration to do some Among Us as well as some League of Legends. So that should be fun. Definitely excited for that. And we'll have a few other friends. They're not streamers, but they'll be joining in the reindeer games as well. Hopefully within a month, I hope to design some merch, so that way if anybody wants that, you can check that out. I'm not sure what we'll be making yet, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the Discord or anywhere else where, like, tweet me on Twitter at Caffeinated Saki, and I'm more than happy to receive and view any input. Improve our assets and the model. This will probably come down the road, but eventually, I want to get a 3D model. Hopefully we can do some VR chat with that. I do have a headset. I just don't have a model at the moment. I also hope to improve on my Japanese. I studied it quite a bit, and I feel like I should be a lot more fluent than I am, but I haven't been keeping up on my studies, so I'll have to study more. And hopefully we'll be able to see some progress on that. I plan to do some Japanese only streams, so those should be fun. And we're going to explore many new cosmos together. Every story, every game, every book, every anime, it all creates its own cosmos. And I hope that we can peer into many of them together. And we hope to amass many fellow stargazers to journey with. And I hope that I can create a lovely shrine for all of my stargazers to provide serenity to all souls that are seeking it. Just a safe space for everyone to hang out, enjoy one another, and enjoy the content that's put out in the world. A lot of games, anime, shows, art, music, you name it, it's out there. Alright, but those are some short-term, long-term goals that we have. Now, just to talk about a few future streams. I have been playing Genshin Impact, and I plan to continue playing Genshin Impact. I'm not quite up to the level 15 yet, where you can start playing with other people, but I almost am. I believe I'm 12 or 13, so we'll get there soon. It is a blind playthrough, so I appreciate no spoilers. We'll be also playing more Black Desert Online. Gotta get that Nova class to level 60. There's some events going on that give out really great rewards, and so it'd be very beneficial to go through the progress of leveling them up. You guys can tune in and kind of see what's a quick way to get through the levels. Maybe I don't do it very fast because I'm reading so much of the story. But I feel like progressing through the quest line and doing the full border yellow quest will get you, say, in the later levels from 55 to 60 a lot faster than just grinding for hours. But so I hope to keep going on that adventure with everyone. I'm thinking of possibly starting doing some Switch games next week, but that might not be until after the events end for Nova. That will be something that we're working on up through the 20th. So only 5 days left. No pressure. But for the Switch, I would be playing Mario Kart, possibly against NPCs at first to unlock everything, and then I'd go online. Super Smash Bros. I still don't have everything unlocked in this one yet. We could go through the storyboard mode. It's definitely fun. And the Pokemon Sword game that I mentioned as well is waiting for some attention on the Switch, so I think it'll be fun for us to pick up on that. The collabs that I mentioned, like I said, they're for Among Us and League of Legends. Hopefully that'll be next week. And then some open shrine games, which means that these are open lobbies, and if you want to play with me, you can. Smite and Spellbreak. These are both cross-play, so you can play on the computer, PlayStation 4, Xbox. We'll be able to play together no matter which one you're on, and they're both free games. I believe that Spellbreak is quite a bit of fun. It's an upcoming game. It's a MOBA where you're a mage, and you kind of have to see it for yourself. The physics with the way that the spells interact with one another, it's brilliant. They did a fantastic job. And that concludes my debut. That is everything. Oh, actually, there's one more thing. This probably won't be necessary until we grow a bit. But if anybody wants to use them, we have some hashtags that we'll be making, maybe possibly getting started. Who knows? We'll see what picks up. But when we're going live, we'll be calling it stargazing. Well, hashtag stargazing, I guess. Our fans, it feels so weird to say, you guys, you'll be known as stargazers. There's stargazers and shrine devotees. You'll get to pick which one you like better. I'm not sure which one seems best. For any art that I decide to do, or if I do art streams, it'll be called Cosmic Creations. For collaborations that I do with others, the stars align. And if you want to play with me when I'm doing Open Shrine, it's just Maiden's Open Shrine. Alright, and now that is everything. There are various expressions and emotes that I also have for the avatar that I'm not going to go through and show them all, but just a few of them. That way, you know, something to get you a little excited, make you want to peek in on the stream, because you know you want to. You know why? Because that's right, we're gonna have Lisa. It's gonna be tons of Lisa. We're gonna be hearing those aras for days. But that's probably more so after the 20th. I gotta work on that Nova, unfortunately. That is business that we must attend to. Yeah, it'll take me a while to get used to the mappings. I've started using a new tracking software as well. It's very, very interesting. So I'll have a lot of fun with that. It has some goofy, some goofy features that I think are quite fun to play with. But yes, shake off all the weirdness, all that awkwardness. I'm filled with it. But yeah, alright, thank you guys so much for staying with me to this point in the video. A half an hour debut by yourself. No, this is more so of an introductory recap for anybody who missed those debut streams, and obviously they're pretty long. I think I did a 24-hour debut. I definitely don't expect people to catch up on that. So I hope that this will answer any questions, and if you want to tune in, see more of me explore the cosmos together, I'm Caffeinated Saki on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming. Alright, I'll see you around the stars.